delusional self-belief. You must have delusional self-belief. 99% of people that live on planet Earth, or at least in the US, they think terribly. They think horribly. They are not good thinkers. So you must have delusional self-belief that you will be successful and that you will have everything you ever dreamed of. You have to think like this. You have to step outside your comfort zone every single day, push yourself beyond the limits that you never thought would have been there, and then keep on going, and then keep on going, and then keep on going. You have to have delusional self-belief. You can't accomplish anything great in this life without delusional self-belief. You can't think like everybody else, because if you think like everybody else, you're going to get everybody else's results. You know, people, like, they're not talking about money. They're not talking about being successful. They're not talking about getting better. The topic of conversation is always either complaining about the current situation in life, talking about the weather, talking about some BS. It's never like progression. It's never growth. It's never, let's get better today. Let's make some money today. Let's see what we can accomplish to our maximum potential. Those conversations only go on through a few amount of people. Like, those are business owners. Those are entrepreneurs who are talking like this because they want to grow. But the average normal human being is not thinking like this. Person who works at a retail store, gas station worker, whatever. They're not thinking and having delusional self-belief. They don't think like this. The only way you're going to accomplish anything of significance in your life is to have delusional self-belief. Delusional self-belief. Like, it's always about growth all the time. There's never going to be a limit or a cap upon my potential, ever. And you have to think like that. This is why hourly jobs are not for me, and I'm assuming they're not for you if you're watching this video, because you're only capped at a certain amount of rate. You're only valued at a certain amount of dollar amount per hour, which means it doesn't matter how much work you do in that hour, you're only getting paid this much. In order to reach your fullest potential, you can't be paid by the hour. You just can't. You have to be paid by commission only, or salary, manager, etc. Like, you can't be paid by the hour. And, you know, do as much as you can. Even if you are an hourly employee, do as much as you can with every hour that you have. Because how the normal, average, everyday worker thinks is that, oh, they're not paying me much, I don't need to work that much. What the businessman, what the entrepreneur, what the high-level CEO is thinking is, I'm going to do whatever I can to level up. I'm going to maximize my potential, and I'm going to work as hard as I can to level up the most I possibly can. And that's what they're thinking. That's going through their mind all the time. Because it doesn't matter. Like, you hear this all the time from millionaires who've quote-unquote made it, because there's no such thing as making it. But, you know, they've achieved all this success, and then they say, oh, you know, I want a job again, because, you know, they've done everything they needed to do. They've traveled everywhere they needed to travel. They drove every car they needed to drive. Like, at the end of the day, and then, so that's why I'm saying work will fuel you. Even if you work a job, like, this is good, because it's momentum and it's fuel, and it keeps you going and it keeps you progressing in life. If you don't work a job, then you have to be working at least full time. Bare minimum, you should be working at least 60 hours a week. But a lot of people still aren't even doing that. So you want to maximize your potential. That's really what it's about. That's what life is about. Like I said, the average, normal, everyday human being won't understand this video, because they're okay living an average life, making $40K a year, driving a Toyota Corolla, and being fat, joking about their existence, making jokes all the time when their life sucks. Like, this is a lot of people, and it drives me insane. And I have so much energy talking about this because I view myself as a top, like, at the top of the top. So I will never view myself at the bottom, like ever. I will never have that belief. Title this video, Delusional Self-Belief. You have to you have to believe that you can achieve anything you want with your life, with the life that God has gifted you. You have to believe that. Delusional self-belief. That is the video I have for you. If you like this video, like the video, comment, share, subscribe, and we'll see you in the next one.